To it all week. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So USF's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He'll do it himself on the draw.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Bulls will keep this drive going.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying to surprise him with the pass. They're working that left side. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bowling. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So Temple's offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. He'll do it himself. Running to Green. Makes it past the marker. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He'll toss it.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Wants to throw. It's Boley. He'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Florida.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. Setting up the screen. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bitty.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulls. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. There he goes! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Temple lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Duggar. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On 3rd down, going up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Temple!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They believe they can run right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, USF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Duggar. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires left. Got his man downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Foley. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snatches it on the run. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
Quarterback's a abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snags it quickly on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. There's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Temple lining up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on 1st down. The pitch. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll immediately call timeout.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this...
Touchdown, South Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Ford. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Out of the shotgun on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Temple lining up to punt it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and...
Oh, he's got some space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Got his man quickly. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bulls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. On the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to pass, it's Duggar. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Looking to throw, it's Boley. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground, it's Ford. Plows through the defense. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
Yeah, it didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on a screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not bite at all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulls need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that third down.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. The Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on third down for this offense. The play action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Under fire. Snags it over the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Duggar. Pressure coming. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. To see guys winning their one-on-one battles, there's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Bulls have this offense rolling. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again.